24-hour clocks. When times are shown using a 24-hour clock, the AM and PM are no longer used. Instead, the time continues to count up. So midnight is 0, sometimes referred to as 00, and the morning hours count up the same as a 12-hour clock. Noon is 12 o'clock. But after that, the afternoon hours continue to count up. So 1 p.m. on a 24-hour clock becomes 13 o'clock, or some people say 1300. Here are the same first few examples from the last topic, but with their 24-hour time provided. So Elizabeth is going for a hike in the morning at 7 o'clock a.m. How should she write the time using a 24-hour clock? Since we're counting up from midnight, 7 o'clock a.m. is still 7 o'clock. A second example. Keith's soccer game is after school at 3 o'clock p.m. How should he write the time using a 24-hour clock? Well, we start with 12 o'clock noon and add 3 hours to that. We continue to count up. So now we're at 1500 hours. As stated in the last topic, sometime an event starts in the morning, a.m., and ends in the afternoon, p.m., as in the examples below. We leave for lunch at 11:55 a.m. and return to the classroom at 1:10 p.m. How would we write both of these times in 24-hour notation? 11:55 a.m. is the same. Anything with a.m. is the same. Anything with p.m., 1:10 p.m., you would add 12. So 1:10 plus 12 would be 13:10. Here's another scenario. You fall asleep at 9:30 p.m. and wake up at 5:30 a.m. How are both of these times written in 24-hour notation? Well, for 9 p.m., you would add 12. 12 plus 9 is 21, so 9:30 would be 21:30 on a 24-hour clock. 5:30 a.m. remains the same. So you would have 9:30 p.m. would be 21:30, and 5:30 a.m. would remain 5:30. 24-hour times can also be converted to 12-hour times. If a tennis match begins at 11:30 on a Saturday and ends 14 o'clock or 1400, how would we write both of these times in 12-hour notation? The 11:30 a.m. time remains the same. However, for the 1400, to convert it to 12-hour time, you subtract 12. 14 minus 12 is 2, so 1400 minus 12 is 2 p.m. If you fall asleep at 2200 and wake up at 8 o'clock, how are both of these times written in 24-hour notation? For the 2200, you would subtract 12. 22 minus 12 is 10 p.m. For 8 o'clock in the morning, that remains 8 o'clock a.m.